All right, in this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to learn how to graph from slope-intercept form. This is going to be very, very easy. All you have to do is get some graph paper. I'll show you how to do it. Then I'll show you how to do it on the Khan Academy. So you know how to do it by hand and on the website. So it's going to be really, really, really important that you make your x-axis and y-axis quite long, especially down, 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 down here. So what I want you to understand is when I make this, I'm actually going to make my x-axis way up high because I'm graphing the equation y equals 5/3 x minus 9. So why do you guys think I made it really, 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 my x-axis really high versus putting it like right here? Why would I put it way up here versus down here? What do you guys think? Just because I wanted to? Is it because of the slope? Is it because of the slope, or is it because of the y-intercept? The y-intercept. Where's the y-intercept, everybody? -9. What does that mean? I got to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got to literally go down 9 units to put my y-intercept. So what is that ordered pair? It's at a 0 and a -9. Then, after that, what do I apply after I do that? I apply what's called the slope. So how much do I rise? What's my slope? 5/3. What's my rise and what's my run? My rise is 5, which means I literally have to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So everybody, I have to go up 5 units. That's known as my rise. Then what do I have to run? How many? 3. 1, 2, 3. So I literally have to run 3 units. I'm going to put a point right there. Now, this point actually is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at a 3 and a -4. Then and only then, once I have those points, then what am I allowed to do? Draw the line that goes up 5 and over 3. So you go up 5 over 3, up 5 over 3. That's what's called the constant rate of change. Look, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll still go over 1, 2, 3. Do you ever see that? Up 5 over 3, up 5 over 3. Why did I do that? Because the slope was what? It was positive. And if it's a positive slope, it goes up from left to right. If it was a -5/3, what would I do? I would go down 5 and over 3, down 5 and over 3. So that's what you guys are doing on it. Now, I'm just giving you guys one example in your journal. Hopefully you know that's the rise, that's the run, that's how you do it. Well, how do we do it on the Khan Academy? It's super, super easy. You just put this dot where? On the -9. Then you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3. Look, 3, -4. Put it at the 3 and the -4. You check your work. Does it go up 5 and over 3? You cross your fingers. You say, yes, that's all you do. Now, I'm not going to make you guys draw this next one in your journal, okay? But I want you to follow along real quick. Where does it say my y-intercept is? Where would my y-intercept be? At +5. So what do? You put it on +5. However, what's the slope? -1/3. So I'm going to draw what -1/3 looks like on this. Ready? From right here, if I have a -1/3 slope, that means I got to go down 1 and over 3. So I got to down 1 and over 3. I got to put a point right there. Or I could go down 1 over 3, put a point right there. But I'm going to graph a line that goes down 1 and over 3. That's what you have to do. You got to pay attention to whether it's positive or negative. So what do? I go down 1 over, that's down 1 over 2. Oop, there we go. Down 1 over 3, that's a -1/3 slope. Okay? What's the y-intercept on this guy? Negative what? -7. So you drop it all the way down, -7. What do you always do first? You put your y-intercept first. Now this one will kind of confuse students, all right, because they don't see a fraction. But I see a fraction when I see the number 2, because technically the number 2 is equal to 2 over 1, which means I got to go up 2 and over 1. If the slope was 1, then you better change that to up 1 over 1. Everybody understand that? So if the slope was 1, I go up 1 and over 1, I put a point right here. But if the slope's 2, what do I have to do? I got to go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. This was close to it, wasn't it? It was close to it, but is this where it currently is? Would that give me the right answer if I hit check? No. Even though, see how it's close to it right there? It's close to it, but it's not perfect. You guys have to graph it not close to. We're not playing horseshoes or hand grenades. We're graphing slope, which means you got to be exact. You got to be precise right there. Is that up 2 and over 1? Up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Now you feel confident. Nailed it. Okay? So what I want you guys to do is graph. If you get it wrong, that's good, because hopefully you will learn from the next time. Now look what happens. If you get it wrong, do not just hit next. If you get it wrong, click this button. And what will you see? You will see what you should have done. You guys see that up 2 over 1 ratio right there? It gives you, you're able to learn from it. So don't just click next and be clueless. Click on the step-by-step solution and see where you went wrong so you don't do it again. If you're wondering why I'm so harsh, because sometimes people in my class, they have hard heads. You got to just pound it into them. All right? Okay? So that's what I want you guys to do. By the way, today, all you got to do is that and quiz number 1. All right, so I'm going to work on quiz 1 and go through a whole quiz. Don't know if this will be your problems or not. Hopefully they won't be, but hopefully you know exactly what it's asking you to do. So here we go, quiz 1. I do not know how to pronounce this name, so I apologize. Anumaha mows lawn. She charges an initial fee and a constant fee for each hour of work. Well, when you guys are doing word problems, you got to know if it's about linear functions, it's in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. Now, what is the initial fee always going to be? It's always going to be this y-intercept at the end. That's the initial fee, all right? And then what's this going to be? That's going to be the slope. And the slope is the constant fee for each hour of work. All right, how much does Inumaha charge for each hour of work? Well, that's the slope. Now, it's written a little bit differently. It's written where you have the y-intercept up front. So I'm going to just change it to 12t plus 6. Now, that's written more in slope-intercept form. That's your constant. That's the initial fee. That's the slope. She charges $12 for each hour of work. If it said what was the initial fee, you would put the number 6. All right. That's what she charges for each hour. All right. What is the slope? See how they've written it 4 minus 2x? Is that written in slope-intercept form? No, it's not. So they're trying to be a little bit tricky because it's not in y equals mx plus b, but we're not going to be fooled. All we got to do is take the negative 2x and move it up front and put the 4 in the back. Now you know the slope is negative 2. What would be the y-intercept? The y-intercept would be 4, but the slope is negative 2. This is how easy it is, everybody. Wow. All right, so we had a little accident in the room. That's okay. He's picking up his bottle, but that's all right. He has accidents all the time. All right, so right here we have a slope and a y-intercept. Our y-intercept is at -7, so we plot -7, and we have a slope of 2, so we just go up 2 and over 1. That's it. Now, if you wanted to, you could go up 2 and over 1. You could put the point there. You could put the point there. You could put the point right up here as long as it stays the pattern. Up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. But just to be safe, I like to put it right here so I can clearly see it goes up 2 and over 1. All right, what's the slope? Oh, this is where people are like, I don't know, is it x? No, the slope's not x. The slope will never be x. And y equals mx plus b. Do you see that negative sign? Here we go, ready? Y equals negative x plus b. But I don't see a number. It's okay, just put a 1. It's actually -1. All right, so if you see a negative x plus 7, that means the slope is -1. Now, what does that mean technically? That's a -1/1 ratio. It means it goes down 1 and over 1. So if you're like on a grid, you go down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1. So you have a slope that kind of looks like this. All right. So if I went back here, where's my, oh, there. Like, for example, a slope of -1 would look like this. Okay, that's what a -1 slope. Down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. A positive slope of 1 looks like this. It goes up 1 and over 1, in case you're wondering. All right. All right, let's go back over here. So I'm just going to put -1. That's the slope. -1. All right, last one. All right, Harry took a loan from the bank. D represents Harry's remaining debt in dollars after T months. So D is his remaining debt. That's what his remaining debt is. Well, it looks like he started out with a $9,000 debt, and he's paying it off by $200 each month. So if the question says, how much is he paying each month, you would write $200. But what was the size of Harry's loan? He borrowed $9,000. So what's the -200 mean? It means he's paying it off $200 each month until hopefully he has a debt of 0. But that's the size of his loan. And that's all you guys do. I don't know what your questions are going to be, but just every single one of these is about slopes and y-intercepts. Hope this was helpful. Have a good day.